I not only see what it is that you're going through, understand and feel what it is that you're going through, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it because it's going to take every last one of us to really get this point across. And I know that in the time of need, I know that you go through those moments where it's just dark and it feels like you're not making any progress at all, because that's what real growth feels like. I want you to understand that you must realize and understand that there are people on the internet right now that are teaching other so-called men how to talk to women. They're teaching other so-called men how to date. They're teaching other so-called men how to get 10K in tomorrow. They're teaching other so-called men about entrepreneurship. And they're showing their Stripe accounts, and their first entrepreneurship endeavor was teaching how to do entrepreneurship. There are other so-called men teaching and representing what they call looks maxing. If you can just squint in the right tone of light and just really, absorb sunlight in the left corner of your eye just right, that you will be able to get rid of this slight wrinkle that you guys see on my left eyelid. And you might just get the confidence now to go talk to that woman or DM that woman that you've been, stalking and looking after for some time now, and have had abundant amount of opportunities to talk to her. But we need to get this left corner fixed so that you can really get to that. Yeah, it's people that's doing and teaching things like that. So when we look at the world from that perspective, I think that we're doing amazing. I think that we're doing amazing, that we're teaching and preaching this real man shit, that we're teaching and preaching this truth-seeking mentality, that we're teaching and we're making the ancestors proud. So not only am I proud of you, but I came to give you guys an encouraging message that the ancestors are proud of us. Yeah, they're proud of us. The Creator is proud of us. And I need nothing more than that. I oftentimes sit back and, I have a collection of different photos and different artifacts from my ancestors. And I oftentimes sit back and I just articulate to the air, right? I articulate to the air. I talk to them in spirit. And I was looking at this picture, right? And I think that so many of us forget that we're going to die one day. So many of us forget that. And, I have these pictures and I'm talking to them, and I realized for the first time, I was like, one day I'm going to be one of these pictures. And one day somebody in my lineage is going to be talking to me. I got to make sure that they talk to me with the utmost respect, that they respect me so much that they got me hung up on a picture. And when shit gets hard, that's still where they look at. When I'm not even here, that's still where they're going to look at to get that strength. Yeah, the ancestors are beyond proud of us. The Creator is beyond proud of us. We just got to keep going. I only spoke on the foolishness that's going on in the current sector that the algorithm supports, because we got to understand that the powers that be encourage that type of shit. So of course that's what we're going to see prevalent. But I want you guys to understand that it's not about what the algorithm likes. It's not about what YouTube likes. It's not about what that woman that indulges in TikTok all day likes. It's not about what that zombie of a male walking around this, feminized to the point he got titties. It's not about what he likes or what he's comfortable with or what makes him feel. It's not about that. It's about the mission that the ancestors have us on right now. It's about embodying that war chief spirit, that chief spirit, whatever, that shaman, that medicine man. We got various different types of men within the Great Escape, various different types of men that are being called right now by the ancestors, by the Creator. And it's important for you to embody what it is you're being called to embody. It doesn't matter what they think about it. It matters the fact what the ancestors think about it, what the Creator thinks about it. And man, make sure that at the end of the day, don't let a feeling stop you from doing what you're called to do. In some previous content, I went over a different, the nomadic entrepreneurship setup, and it was just a gun, a laptop, and a place to sleep, essentially. That's all that was needed. And so many individuals are called to do that, are called to live that. Like, we don't need to be enslaved. We don't need to go enslave away our time. We don't need to do any of that, because our purpose is being called right now for us to do what? For us to create content, for us to collectively change the vibration of this earth, for us to represent what it is that we were in past times. And so I want you to understand and create new things as well. But I want you to understand that so many people will never answer that inner calling of their soul, of their being. Why? Because they care about what other people are saying. Why? Because they care about the so-called comforts and of modern conveniences. Why? Because they care about things other than the fact that you're going to die one day. You're going to die one day. And we don't know when that day is. It could be 50 more years. It could be 50 more days. It could be 5 more days. It could be 5 more minutes. So when it's all said and done, never let the fear of what's on the other end stop you from being brave, stop you from having and displaying that courage, stop you from doing anything. Don't let the fear of imprisonment, don't let the fear of death, the fear of persecution, the fear of anything stop you from doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Because at the end of the day, the fate of death is upon you anyway. So what does it really matter? You know, so make every second count and make every moment count. And in doing that, being able to say that you're doing that, no matter how hard it is or how hard it may get, you're making your ancestors proud. You're making the Creator proud. And in turn, we make each other proud, because when things get hard, I know you guys come over here. But when things get hard for me, I go right to you guys. I go inside, you know, our tribe, and I look and see it. I look at you guys' check-ins. I look at all the things that you guys are doing, all the things that you guys are saying, and it revives me. So I know I revive you guys, but you guys revive me too. So we got to understand that, you know, that's all that we need is to make each other proud. All we need is the tribe and the tribes within the tribe. That's all we need. And I want everyone to leave this video today understanding that you do matter. You matter. The sacrifices that you make matter. The sacrifices that you're giving to individuals matter. Like, it's not about seeking that validation and appreciation right now. It's more about what's going to be said about you when you're gone. I mean, that's what it's really about. And if you're undeniably valuable, that will be respected, that will be revered, and that will be remembered regardless.